Welcome back to the Bourbon Note, everybody. I'm Ben, and today we've got a challenge. So about 4 months ago, just to give you a perspective of how terrible I am at checking my mentions, our friends Brian and Lauren over at Bourbon School challenged us to a video that they had done that was a challenge from TikTok. And it was kind of like a show me your bottle list. And they gave, I think it was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 categories. And it was basically just show me your bottle in this category. So they challenged us, and I'm going to be on here doing a solo video today. A couple of these challenge videos over the next few weeks are going to be just me, just because of scheduling issues. So anyway, let's get into it. The first category is a bottle I'll always recommend. This one's a little bit difficult because it depends on who I'm recommending the bottle to. You know, is it a new bourbon drinker? Is it a general? You know, whatever. So I'm going to try to not overthink it and assume that I'm recommending this to just a general bourbon drinker who has some experience. That is going to be, bam, Old Forester 1920. This is a fantastic bottle of whiskey. Readily available, 60 to 70 bucks, usually around $60, $65. I just don't think you can go wrong with this. It had been a while since I had a bottle of this on the shelf, and so I went and picked one up. We did a review of it, and it just got reminded of how good this bottle actually is. I think this competes with allocated bottles, definitely. And yeah, it's just readily available. If you don't mind the 115 proof point, then this is a total recommend. So, all right, next category, best bang for your buck. Another difficult one, but I gotta go with this one. Actually, this one shouldn't have been difficult for me because, bam, this is one of my favorite bourbons. Early Times Bottled in Bond. So this is the black cap version. I haven't had the blue cap yet. I actually have one on the shelf. We're gonna do a comparison video. But in general, Early Times Bottled in Bond, it legitimately, even at the $25 for a liter, like, don't let the price fool you. This is great bourbon. And it legitimately is one of my favorite bottles that I have on the shelf. It kind of sucks for us because we can't actually get it in Minnesota. So this is more of an out-of-state thing. And of course, we all know that this has now been sold to Sazerac. So we'll see how that transition goes if this, you know, kind of remains the awesome quality that it is right now. But until that changes, best bang for your buck. All right, a bottle I won't buy again. This is going to piss some of you off because I know, from what I can tell, I'm completely alone in this, and I'm aware of that before you start trashing me in the comments. Bam, Sagamore Spirit Double Oak. Everybody said they love this, said it's amazing. Gotta try it, so I bought it, didn't like it. I don't know what it is about this, but there's something weird. I get very, very kind of like bug spray sort of notes off of it. And yeah, I don't know. This one just did not hit for me. And like I said, I realize I'm the only one. And I'm fine with that. But yeah, this one, yeah, I don't know. Just didn't do it for me. As a matter of fact, you know what? While I'm filming this video, I don't have a pour of whiskey in front of me. Why don't I pour just a little bit of this and see if it still, I mean, I've drank that much of the bottle. So it's not like I only tried it the one time. But I went back to this a few times, actually intentionally thinking, well, maybe I'll like it this time. Maybe I'll like it this time. And I just never have. I'm not going to sit here and do a full review of this. Let's just get into it. Oh, God. I don't like that at all. I really don't. It's like bug spray. I feel like on this one, the rye is just so prominent that it's almost like the rye aspect of it has gone bad. And I like rye whiskey, but that one, one more. I'm not trying to derail this video, but. Yeah, no, that's just bug spray all day. Anyway, let's move on to the next category. Send your hate mail to thebourbonnote@gmail.com for that. Most excited to open. So this one's interesting because I really only have this one bottle that's not open, unless I have backups. I mean, I've got some that aren't open, but I have either backups or, you know, it's like an old label that I don't want to open, but I've had, you know, the whiskey a bunch of times. I've actually had this one before because I was lucky enough to get 2 bottles of it. Bam. This is a Knob Creek single barrel. What's awesome about this is one of those almost 15-year age-stated ones. This one went into the barrel in 2004, came out in 2009. So it's just a few months shy of an actual full 15. Managed to get 2 bottles of this for $39.99 each. They were actually on a shelf with a whole bunch of other Knob Creek store picks that were the regular 9-year ones. I don't know where these came from, but they just happened to have these, so I picked them up. I killed 1 bottle of it. It's absolutely amazing, one of my all-time favorite whiskeys. But that was a couple years ago. And so I've been sitting on this bottle for a while now, and I keep waiting for a special occasion to open it, and then every time there's a special occasion, I forget to open it. And so, I don't know, I'll probably open this maybe if we hit like 5,000 subscribers or something like that. But I really do need to get around to this because whiskey doesn't do you a damn bit of good just being trapped in the bottle. You know, it spent enough time in the barrel, it doesn't need to spend more time in the bottle. So I will get around to this, but I'm excited for the day that I finally do it because from what I remember, this thing is just oak and vanilla and birthday cake. It's like you get the birthday cake with the scoop of vanilla ice cream and then eat it out of an oak bowl. That's what this bourbon tastes like from my memory. So anyway, the next one is the last pour I had. Well, besides the Sagamore, since I poured one of those just now, the last pour I had last night, bam, Jack Daniel's single barrel bottled in bond. So the difference between this and a regular single barrel is this one is bottled in bond and it's an international travel exclusive. So you got to go to a duty-free internationally to get a hold of one of these bad boys. But it's a good pour, as you can tell. I've enjoyed the bottle. I do have a backup, so I will probably kill this bottle tonight. So looking forward to that. And finally, the favorite one to share. This is a difficult one because, bam, I'm going to put this out front because it's a smaller bottle. I want to share this with everyone, but as you can see, it's a small bottle. It's actually not a 375, it's a 500 ml. This is Jack Daniel's Bold and Spicy 107 proof rye. And if that doesn't sound familiar, that's because they don't sell it anywhere but duty-free shops. At least this one is a duty-free, but it's Jack Daniel's single barrel. It's just bottled in bond. But this is a completely different product. I've never had a 107 proof rye from Jack Daniel's before. And I think this is absolutely excellent. And so, well, I want to share this with everyone, and I definitely will be sharing it with some friends that are going to come over, and I've sent a couple samples out. It just kind of sucks that it's in such short supply. I'm seriously considering a trip back to Mexico just to pick up more of these bottles. It's that good, in my opinion. They also have one called Sweet and Oaky, and that's more like the bourbon mash bill, but they didn't have that at the duty-free shop that I went to. But I have seen them, but not when I was traveling internationally, so I wasn't able to buy them. So anyway, that's my list. Thank you very much, Brian and Lauren, for the challenge here. Sorry it took me so long to get around to it, but I'm just terrible at checking mentions, and I don't get notified for mentions. So yeah, sometimes it takes me a little while to get around to a list. But anyway, thank you very, very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. We do whiskey reviews or videos like this twice a week. We usually do live streams on Wednesday. We do hunt videos. So if you like all things bourbon, click the good Lord, a couple sips of whiskey and I can't talk. Click the subscribe button and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.